There is truly something special brewing in Rwanda. Our tiny country and determined people produce the rarest and finest specialty coffees in the world. The demand for this coffee is pulling families and communities out of poverty and thrusting them into a future filled with hope. And now, specially designed coffee bikes are propelling Rwanda's coffee and its potential even further. Cared for in family plots, nourished by volcanic soils and drenched by equatorial sun, red ripe coffee cherries are hand-selected and harvested on Rwanda's patchwork slopes. Our recently discovered coffees embody Rwanda's exceptionally ideal coffee growing conditions and mosaic of unique microclimates. It's just the beginning of this coffee's long journey into eager coffee cups around the world. Welcome to the hub of all coffee activities in Rwanda, the coffee washing station. Hundreds of rural farmers, organized into cooperatives, converge on foot from the surrounding countryside. They have walked for many hours on rutted, muddy paths, up and down hills and valleys to have their precious and delicate coffee cherries processed into coffee beans. This time between harvest and processing is essential for unlocking a coffee's full potential. And coffee bikes are making our already incredible coffees even better. Through a unique linkage among coffee connoisseurs, mountain bike enthusiasts, and rural coffee farmers, an incredibly powerful network was formed.
There is a unique character in the Rwanda Bourbon coffee. There's a fruit tone, a chocolate tone, a sweetness that you don't get in some of the high-yield cultivars that are so often farmed in intensive agriculture nowadays. Tasting what I've tasted over the last couple of years, I've no doubt that Rwanda can host a very fine competition for some outstanding coffees. It does have an opportunity to take a top place in the world of coffee. The coffee bikes have been a very valuable program. It's in a test stage at the moment, but I think the results that they're seeing are extremely encouraging. One of the biggest problems that smallholders have is getting their coffee from their small plots to the washing stations, which can be 2 or 3 hours walk in many cases, and that's with at least a heavy 50-kilo sack of coffee cherries. That's a very difficult walk. When it's taken somebody most of the day to pick and harvest the coffee then sits in the districts waiting to be got to the processing centre, and that is the critical time when a lot of the quality can be lost. So the bikes have given people the ability to move more coffee more quickly to the processing centres, and I think that is one of the real keys to further improving the quality. I think the bikes look fantastic. They've obviously been designed very well for the terrain and the locality, and we'll be very interested to see how they continue to make a great improvement to the quality of coffee.
Inspired by the traditional wooden bikes of Rwanda, the coffee bike was specially designed by the original creator of the mountain bike to match the latest in mountain bike technology to the unique coffee cargo, sandaled feet, and rutted slopes of Rwanda. The coffee bikes arrive in Rwanda in their individual components. In May 2007, more than 20 bicycle mechanics were trained by experts to put the bikes together. This station in Butare is where the bikes are assembled. Gears and brakes are constructed, tested, and adjusted. Completed bikes, full of potential, are shipped to enthusiastic farmers through their cooperative organizations. This is not charity. A farmer is given the bikes after an initial down payment of 10,000 Rwandan francs, about $20. The remaining $100 will be paid over a period of 3 years.
Iri gare akamaro rizamara nabyo nabivuga nko mu buryo bubiri. Hari uburyo bwo kuba rinyihutisha mu mirimo yanjye nkora, ariko hari n'uburyo noneho n'amafaranga natangaga y'abantu bazanaga ikawa hano ayo ngo nyakoresha ibindi bintu kuko bituma nzana ikawa agiye ubwanjye hano.
Nk'ubu ikawa zacu zibara hejuru mu misozi, ubundi wazaga wikoreye ku mutwe, ariko ririya gare urajyana ugapakiraho, ahaterera urazamuka, hamanuka urazamuka. Ikintu ririya gare ritumariye ridutwaza imitwaro, imizigo twikoreraga ku mutwe ubu ryaraturuhuye.
This is one international project that makes sense. It provides the rural coffee growers in Rwanda an essential tool to improve the quality of Rwandan coffees, and in doing so, improve their quality of life. It makes economic sense. Using the coffee bikes to transport ripe coffee cherries to washing stations reduces the amount of time from 6 or more hours to 2 hours and improves the sensory evaluation scores of the final cup of coffee from 82 to 86 out of 100.
This would be a good way for you to...
This translates to an increased price paid to the farmers by more than 15 cents per kilogram, increasing their annual earning potential by 30 to 40%. This makes the occasional and costly use of trucks for coffee collection a thing of the past. It makes environmental sense. No trucks means less pollution, less consumption, and less land degradation. It makes social sense. No longer will farmers or their children be obligated to spend unnecessary hours walking their coffee to washing stations.
Mbonye igare rwose niyo byaba ari akarusho n'ubu nakoraga ntararibona noneho rwose byaba bifashije cyane ndetse rwose nkahita ndako byaba bimbere akarusho.
Rwanda's specialty coffee bikes are enhancing the distinct characteristics of our rare specialty coffees and enhancing the quality of life of farmers, their families, and communities throughout Rwanda.